is going on, you dead set legends? And welcome to the Ready Bang, the number one arm wrestling show on the planet. I'm your host, the Aussie Arm Wrestler. And boy, oh boy, do I hope everything is going correct. I'm trying a new format at the moment, so if you can see me, let me know what is going on and saying g'day. Here are the things we're going to talk about today, and hopefully give you an idea of how I want to give back to the community. But we'll just have to wait and see how it's all going. As Richard Jennings came in early and he says, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, everybody. Johnny Cooper, hanging and banging, says, ready, bang, everyone. Shane Kerry, yo, yo, yo. Here we go. Now we are building. And Geordie Dwyer, new member. Ho-ho-ho! That'll help out. I am going to try something, and I'll explain a little bit later, but we've got a bit to talk about. Billy boy, what up, Billy? This is Ready Bang, my friend. Hope you're well. I hope you're well. Billy boy, and then, of course, Gateway Arms is hanging about, and so is Corey McPhee. He's there. He's up and about. Everyone is good. So, talk about a few things, but in this show, and I'll probably explain it a little bit later on as well, but if you have turned up live, brilliant. I thought it would be time to give a little bit back. Now, if all goes well, I'll continue to keep giving. And if it doesn't go too well, and it's costing my family too much money, then I might pull the pin. But if you stick around, I'll give you a chance to try and win $100 Australian. $100 Australian. Free to enter, but you can get bonus entries and things like that. I want to give away trading cards, and thank you to Dung Tai, and we'll talk about that a little bit later on. He bought 6 packs, which we will open all on this show, and hopefully Dung lands a Dave Chafee auto. That's from season 1. We're talking about season 2. So I want to try a monthly giveaway to give back to you guys. So let me know what you think. Hopefully you will enjoy it. Also, Alex Gadecha will be on the show a little later on. And there's some of the things. But of course, you guys in the chat want to talk about anything else while we're here. We can get in there. And we've got Shane Kerry. How's it going, brother? I'm going really good. Going well. Street level arm wrestler just giving us a flex. Hope you're doing well over there, mate. My man who had a birthday the other day, Roy Baker. What is happening, mate? What is happening? Happy birthday for the other day. Chuck it in there. Everyone say happy birthday to Roy. I think it was the same day as my wedding anniversary. 7 years with Mrs. Aussie Arm Wrestler. Here we go. Corey wants to know. Oh, that hasn't worked out. See, I'm trying a new program. So when you do a big, long comment like that, yeah, it's not really going to all fit in there. So that's just for me to, I might make all the comments a little bit smaller then. Maybe if I change the width, if I go to, say, 1500, we'll see. That's a bit better. There we go. So, if you know what's going on with King of the Table and Core Sports Production changes, love to hear the info. I can't give away that information just yet. I think that's a good spot for the comments. So, yeah, can't do that at the moment. That would be a badass to have a monthly giveaway. I'm going to try because I want to make sure I've done right by the YouTube rules. I want to make sure I've done right by everyone. So there we go. Right, let me just quickly say hi to everyone and we can get started. Well, just looking at the comments here. Apparently, Kalina's wife is battling cancer. Best wishes to them. If that is true, I will reach out to Kalinachenko because it sucks. 5 years ago, In February, my wife was diagnosed with cancer. It took us 18 long months. And I tell you, I would love to talk about it and shed some more info. But I will probably start crying because that sucks. That sucks big time. Dan Plexman in the house, ready, bang. What else have we got? Brian in the house. BTNT. So, look, I know not many people turn up to my show anymore. That's okay. The ones that have. Before we get into it, I was just explaining for those that have just turned up. We're going to do some giveaways. And I'll explain how you have a chance to enter, how you have a chance to have multiple entries, and how you have a chance to win $100 cash. Where to go? $100 cash, and then a little bit later on, thanks to Dung. Dung bought all 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, there they are. 5, 6. So we'll open those packs a little bit later on. But we can talk about some arm wrestling. Do you guys want to talk about some arm wrestling? Think you do. G'day to Drunk Eddie. Why isn't that on me pop-out chat? Oh, there we go. There's Drunk Eddie with a ready bang. So first thing I want to have a bit of a chat about is good old Devon. So we all know Devon is pulling Gennady. We know Gennady's got the last win. But is Devon Larratt the heavy favourite? Like, should it be a shutout stake? Can we go as far as that? Or with Gennady's home ground advantage, is it even Stevens? Let me know if you think Gennady's the favourite. There's a lot going on in the arm wrestling world. And I'm really interested to get your thing. In my opinion, I genuinely believe he should be the heavy favourite. Without a shadow of a doubt, he should be the heavy favourite. And I think with that, because we see Devon, and sometimes in his videos he can look slimmer than what he actually is. But then when you see him approach the table, whether it be on game day, whether you see him approach the table, press conferences, pre-whatever, then it's very, very interesting in that aspect. When you see him up against his opponent, you're like, yeah, shit, this isn't even close. Like when I saw him against Oleg, I remember being a king of the table with Oleg, and I'm like, man, Oleg looks pretty badass, and Devon's got to lose a lot of weight. And then Devon stood next to him, and I was like, shit, this is insane. Really insane. Let's say hi to some more people. Nice bang before Kill Tony. Yeah, Kill Tony's hilarious, man. I'd love to have some of those numbers. I got 31 in the chat. He has about 31,000. I like Kill Tony. Brian's Pronator. He's hanging and banging. He's ready to get up and about. Try and get himself in the running to win some prizes. Always love the positivity, Richard, that's for sure. Murphy says, I think Devon wins, but it's a close match. Fair enough. Devon is heavy favourite. Not sure if it should be a cutout stake. That is fine. I like it. I still think it's a close match. Gennady has pretty much equal heart as Devon. He doesn't give up. Now, with that, anytime I watch an arm wrestling match, I hope it always is close. 2, I really want this one to be close. You know why? Because if I've said it once, I've said it a billion times. I would like Devon Larratt and Monster Michael Todd again. I think that's cool. Don't you? I do. I think that's really cool. John Boy says, I believe Gennady will dog walk Devon. Oh, there's all that going around. That's really good. I think Devon's playing around some first time. This time I think he knows exactly what to do. Devon surprisingly looks big right now. He really does. It was mentioned before, I do love the fight of Gennady. I really do. I think he's brilliant. He's very entertaining. Gennady is on, for me, the same level as Matt Mask, not in an arm wrestling sense, in a booking sense. Like, if I'm having my top 5 people you must book at every event, Matt Mask is, you've got to book Devon because you've got to make money. And then, of course, Gennady's in there as well. Must book. Because you're just getting straight passion. I think it's going to be sick. I think it is going to be sick. The Arminian one is in the chat, ready, bang. Very soonish, I'll let you know how you can win $100 cash, some trading cards, possibly some merch. Let's get around there. Durs is in the chat, says Devon's up the gear dosage. I think they all do, mate. I think they all do. A lot of money to be won. A lot of money to be won. That would be great. Michael versus Devon is way closer. There is no quit in Gennady. Dude is a warrior. Yeah, he absolutely is. I'm definitely looking forward to that matchup. They can pull once a year and I'll still be up and about and I'll be wanting to get the pay-per-view or to watch it or something like that. So I think there is plenty of awesome stuff going on. Just a reminder, Alex Kadecha, Friday night, bang, on the show. And we will have a bit of fun. Right. Last one here from Billy Boys. Absolutely. Much respect to Gennady. He's a likeable guy. I just feel his arm might not be the same. And Devon grew from the last one. Yeah, it could be. It could be. His arm might not be the same. I hope it is, Billy. Because I always like it when there's results. I always like, whether it be Devon Gennady, Michael Gennady, any single match that I watch. I'm sick of turning up to events now, whether it would be the athlete making an excuse, whether it would be they would just steamroll. But when the athlete that usually loses will always pull me aside and go, I was carrying a bit of an injury, I probably shouldn't have pulled that match. And then I'm like, that's dog shit. If that were the case, then you're just getting a payday. That's annoying. Really annoying. Because could have just got someone else. Great hanging out with you, but just could have got someone else. Or you're sooking because you have won. I think Devon is only saying he'll make Gennady quit. Just change his trading style. If endurance is key, Devon is going to pin as quick as he can. Which then brings me to the next one. Denis Cyplenkov's next opponent. I released a video. If you want to watch the full video, go to True Power. And Denis wants to train. So first of all, Denis wants a match this year. Great. Love when Denis is always pulling. I don't know why. He's just a lovable character. If you get a chance to meet Denis Cyplenkov, regardless of the communication barrier, Denis and I, the couple of times that we've met, have always had fun, and I will always issue a table tennis challenge to him. We were supposed to play at one King of the Table. We just ran out of time. I would whoop you, Denis. Whoop you. But in saying that, going back to my point earlier, he did mention that he tried to do different sorts of training in the lead up to Devon, when he should have just been training what he'd been training for years and years and years. And he was comparing it to strongman, when he was able to deadlift so much weight and lift so much weight, and then he entered strongman and he had to go back to the start, and he's like, I can barely lift this 150 kilo thing. Paraphrasing here. So now he's just going to train. Now, is his style of pulling good for today's arm wrestlers? I'm not too sure, but I am excited to see where it is, because then when Devon gets back on the table, and of course, let me know who you think Denis's next opponent should be, but when Denis gets back on the table, we'll rock and roll. Versus Gabor. No one higher than Gabor, in my opinion. The Chafee one is a real popular answer. A real popular answer. It just seems like whenever a super heavyweight needs a match, it just seems to be, right, it's got to be Denis. It's got to be Dave. It's got to pull Dave. Super heavyweight coming in. Yeah, give him Dave. That's great for Dave. He's going to be paid for the rest of his life. But that seems to be the populous one. Dennis seems like a sweet and genuine person. Saw a video of him giving food to a homeless guy before his match with Devon. He's a great guy. Yeah, really good dude. Really good dude. Versus Travis Lefty. I like it. I like it, Durs. I think that is brilliant. I'm very excited. And I'll be more excited if you guys hit the like button. Get in there. Yeah. Do that. Left-handed. I'm always a fan of the left-handed matches. I would like to see how heavy Barcho is. So, the winner... I just want to see both styles of the Brad Grundy, Barcho Saganashvili match up. And then decide who I'd like. I wouldn't mind Dennis having a look at those guys. I wouldn't even mind... Let's have a look. We always seem to want to pit a European against a North American. Usually, we want to do that. I'd like to see how Matt Mask does against that hand, because Matt Mask is in some red-hot form. Jacobin! What up? What is happening? Hope you're doing well, buddy. My man, Swish is sweet. Big Mavericks fan. I'd like to see that match, but really fear for his health. Which match? Which match, Swisher? I hope it isn't peer pressured into it and he wants to do it for himself. Knowing Dennis, it is always for himself. He just lives and breathes arm wrestling. That's what he loves. That's what all he wants to do is arm wrestle. Like, he wants to play table tennis and train and things like that. But that is his passion. I fear for all arm wrestlers. I really do. With the amount of money, a lot of people losing their relationships because they're spending too much on roids. They're not handling the roids properly. The arguments are happening at home. They're splitting from their partner. Then they're leaving the sport. Then they're coming back to the sport. This is happening at all levels. Then we've got a little bit of money. And then in the hopes of getting to that high level of arm wrestling. So then other opportunities. People buy you t-shirts. They, your YouTube channel soars and things like that. So I fear for a lot of people. The Dave versus Dennis match. Gotcha. Okay. Dennis versus Chance Shaw. I'll take that. I don't hate it. I definitely don't hate it. That's for sure. Yeah, and he's a little bit in that True Power video as well. Yeah, Krill looks good. Looks really good. Better than Brian Shaw good, I would have to say. Like I said, here's what we're going to talk about today, but it doesn't just have to be that. We can talk about anything else as well. I am trying to do a match of the month, but I haven't seen too many matches. So if you know of any matches that has happened in January, drop me a link on Instagram or something like that, because I just want to do a video and award someone match of the month. I started it in December, and we can go from there. So I'm just trying new formats for the show, just trying to reinvent the show, try and reinvent the channel. I'm not sure if you've noticed, I've tried a whole heap of little videos, not doing too many lives, because everyone just does a live. But Alex Cadetti will be on the show Friday night. He's just getting ready to give me a time. So Dave Chafee next opponent. That seems to be the popular opinion on all formats. I'm just going to message Dung and let him know that I'm going to open your packs soon. Where are you? Hey, mate. Opening your packs any minute now. So stick around. I'm going to let you know how you can win $100 cash, how you can win some trading cards. But thanks to Dung, he bought these 6. So he says, open them on the show, and then if they're any good, or if I win something really good, send it to me, and we can rock and roll. And hit the like button while you are at it. You bloody awesome sources. So get in there, have a bit of fun. But yes, I enjoyed the video that he was talking about. I thought it was brilliant. I like Dave. I like Brad Grundy, especially if he does well against Barcho. I'd like that match. Someone suggested Chance Shaw. I know we're rotating through the same names over and over. Amarcio Barboza. Dennis might have the edge on that one, but you know they're both. There's hard. Maybe a Marcio match. Marcio Barboza would be a good one. I think Kalinachenko beats Dennis at this stage. So there's some really good opponents. Really good opponents going on. I'll just give Dung a few more moments to hit me up and see if he wants to be live, in the chat with us. And we'll open his packs soon. And then, of course, I'll explain, and hopefully I've done it properly and done it the right way, and no one tried to do bloody tricks and everything like that to try and work it out. I can do a monthly giveaway. I'm going to try it for this month. I'm going to try it for the next 2 months. I'll try 2 giveaways. But then if I look at my bank balance and it's costing too much money, then I'll have to pull the pin. But I reckon we can do it, especially people are going to watch this show a little bit later on in the night. Also, for those in the chat, give me... why isn't my... Oh, there we go. What have we got here? Okay. Kind of feels like an end of an era. What do you mean? What do you mean? Let me go back. Why can't I scroll up on my pop-up chat? What's going on? Here we go. Here we go. Underwood versus Borman will be a good match here in a few days. Yeah, it's a shame I won't be there, buddy. I won't be there. Keithy is in the chat. Spend an hour with you on the live. Stick around, mate. School lady boy. Carolyn Looms. What up? Hey, Jake, you dead set legend. Do we know if Uncle John will be at Winter Blast this year? No. No, zero chance of that happening. Zero chance, Carolyn. And there was a question that I wanted to answer. Can't see where it's gone. But yeah, no, he won't be there at Winter Blast. I think he's got a couple of commitments in 2025 that he's training for, but I do think he just wants a bit of time off from arm wrestling. He won't be on the show anytime soon, with just some other projects going on. And we went hard. We went hard Monday night for like 2 years straight, just about, minus the javelin. But stick around, Carolyn. Show you how you can hopefully win some money. Dennis versus Gennady both coming back. That wouldn't be too bad. Hopefully in the second half of the year, we can get Uncle John back on the airwaves. Yeah, giveaways. I'm going to explain it all very, very soon. What else have we got? Maybe. Bit going on, but we'll see how we go. I love Ricard Bournemouth. I think he is a great dude. Right, I haven't heard from Dung. That's okay, but I'll timestamp it. So, thanks to Dung, he bought 6 packets. And he's bought more than that. Okay. So here you go, done. We're looking for a Dave Chaffee auto. A Dave Chaffee auto. So this is season 1 of Maximum Bang. And I do believe... Geez, these are really stuck together. I do believe the 1 of 1 Ryan Bowen delusional card has been pulled right. So here we go. So packet is empty. So in every pack you get bang, Auden Larratt rookie card, Uncle John, a Ryan Bowen card, and a Dave Chaffee. Okay. First pack. No dice done. No dice. Let's try the second pack. And then I'll get to some of your comments. Jess! Don't know if she can hear me. Might have to go with a different... The cards are fantastic, but this packet manufacturer... Okay, that's an easier way. Okay. Second packet. Done. 1, 2, 3, 4... No Dave Chaffee auto. No Dave Chaffee auto. So I'll put them there. Let me get to some of the things. Thank you for your hard work, buddy. Kadecha coming on the show will be awesome. Friday night. Dung is definitely a legend. The end of Maximum Bang Monday. Well, it's not the end, bit of hiatus. I reckon I can wear Uncle John down, but we did well. We tried to do a lot of things, like make a Devon figure who's now over there on my shelf. Trading cards, merchandise. We tried doing everything to keep it going. The internet can be cruel sometimes. But yeah, and a lot comes on your guys' participation, but we'll get there. Chokes on wax, no chance, mate. Neil whoops me. I don't train, and he's a former world champion. Love me some Neil pickup, and I hope Arm Wars is crushing it this weekend. It is. I do have a... We do have error. Oh, we do have an error Dave Chaffee card. Look what my wife organised for me for Christmas. I forgot to show you guys before we open the next one. So every single trading card that I've made, except for the King of the Table one up here. But how good is that? So you got Series 1, Series 2. If you look, there's 2 Dave Chaffee cards. And one of them, when they were first printed, was spelt wrong. And there's a prototype of the Ryan Bowen 1-on-1 delusional card that we sent out. And then Series 2, you got the trophy, you got Toddzilla, Marcio, and then of course you got the Marcio auto. They're in season 2, Chance Shaw, Kalinichenko. But yeah, I'm going to hang that on my wall with my Aussie ArmWrestler stickers that are on the wall. But I love it. So, Season 1, Season 2 are my limited edition King of the Table cards. Thank you, Mrs. Aussie ArmWrestler. And then she also got me a new top for when I go on the road and do interviews. How good is that? How good is that? Why aren't the comments... I'm going to try something. Yeah. So I'm trying this new program. And it just takes... so I'm going to end the poll. But it takes a while, right? Let's quickly go. It was 83 weeks. 83 weeks. But yes. It was a fun show. Yeah, very awesome. Oh, I love it. I absolutely love it. Wow, that's awesome. Very cool. Yeah, you used to be able to buy the auto error cards. We've got Giannis. We got Fia signed. No, Giannis. Oh, maybe Fia signed cards. I need to do, like, I've got some here. And Uncle John has got some there. So they'll be a part of the giveaways in the future. My wife is a dead set legend. So with all the as I open the next card, I'll answer your question, legend. I asked permission from all the athletes. I asked the athletes for all permission. So I said to Ryan, what if there was a special one-of-one delusional card? So Ryan took that photo for me, and he thought it was a great idea. He was the first signed card that was sold out. He was the first signed card. Right, Dung. How do you go? Have you pulled a signed Chafee? Pack number 3. Let's see. Here we go. So, Aussie, Auden Larratt rookie card. Uncle John, Ryan Bowen. No. Pack number 3. Let's go pack 4. Because everyone wants to know the giveaway terms and conditions. As we roll on. Because I think there were 10 out there. And I know Uncle John's still got some packs left. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. No. Sorry, Dung. 2 packets left. And of course, you got any other questions? The JW looks... Yeah. Because I can introduce it to me footy stuff as well when I go out there. It just looks way cooler. Looks way cooler, doesn't it? Hello. Hello. Obviously, there's nothing in it. There's no microphone in it, but yeah, it does work. I was playing around with my family and everything, so can't wait. And for those that follow my footy stuff, thank you very much. Hopefully, big things in 2025. Right, next pack. As you're all coming in. Come on, Dung. Come on. But the cards are great. And I'm speaking to some companies as well to hopefully, if I can get them graded. And thank you. How do you guys think the stream's going so far? The only reason is because I'm actually not on StreamYard. So thank you to Historian. The dead set legend he is. Come on, Dung. No, only the 5 in that one. I think you get 12 or 13 in pack number 2. So if you want to buy a pack, hit me up. You do have an opportunity a little bit later on. Top maximum bang moments. There's too many. Honestly, there are too many. Too many moments. You have no idea how much fun we had. And even just like before and after, because Uncle John and I love a lot of the same things. I think when the Caption game, which we'll play Caption game a little bit later, I think when that first came out, that was brilliant. I mean, there was a stage there where we're running hot, 120 plus people. You know, we'll make it $100 each per show, which we invested back into the channel, you know, doing all these. All right, Dung, last pack. 2. No. But what I'll do, Dung, for you, because you bought all the packs, is I'm going to chuck in a pack of Series 2 cards, yours. And I'm going to chuck in a signed Uncle John Aussie Arm Wrestler card. So you're going to get a Series 2 signed Aussie and Uncle John. So I'll send me your address and I'll send them out to you. Okay. Let me just say hi to everyone first and then we will get going. Ridge Riser. Happy New Year's, Jay. Cards look awesome. It'll be cool to see a Dennison Oleg match. Interesting. Yeah, the footy stuff. Yeah, go. It's. I'm loving it, Roy. I'm absolutely loving it. Is King of the Table done doing cards? Yes. They may. So they may go back and they might do ones like these, probably. But come on, I don't want to be that guy. But come on. And these are a credit card as well. They're that credit card feel. Mine are actual cards. But still, these are great collections. Dung gave me this set. I met Dung and he gave me season 7 of the East versus West cards. And it's got some of my favourite pullers. So I'm very happy with it. All right, everyone's telling me the stream's going good. It's just with my chat. Hey, Aussie, commentating any Western? No. Great league. I do the Mornington Peninsula League. So I'll be doing 2 games a week for the Mornington Peninsula League. Maybe finals I'll head up to Western. But maybe, Johnny, you should come to a Mornington Peninsula game and then we can have a beer afterwards. Unless you play footy. Let me know. Yeah. Caption game's been the best. Funniest moment was the guy smoking the cigarettes. When was that? When was that? Smoking the cigarettes. Talk to me. Give me more detail. Yeah, I've got, and I've also got, not only have we got signed Uncle John, you can get signed Marcio Barboza. You can get, I don't know if you can see it really. See how it changes colour? So I've got foils as well. Because once I sell out of these, then I'll just make more arm wrestling cards. A chance to win those. That's a signed limited edition Marcio Barboza. Yeah, Toddzilla. Random foil. And I want to save some for Series 3. Oh, who do you play footy for, Johnny? Johnny Cooper. Who do you play footy for? I'll see if they can send me there one week. Oh! Yes! Can't remember his name, but yes, I do remember that now. I've never commentated East versus West, so... Yeah, I want to do a call-in show. A few things annoy me about my call-in shows, but I do want to do a call-in show. Right, the reason why everyone's here, your chance to win cash and prizes. Laverton. Okay, I'll keep my eye out for that, Johnny. Last question about the cards. Are those holos and signed cards for sale, or do they need to be opened from a pack? So the ones that I have on me, I could possibly do... What? 2 signed. 1, 2, 3. So 2 signed and what's that? 6 or 7 holos. 2 signed and 6 and 7 holos. Oh, Tom, that'd probably have to be 100 US. Probably 100 US for a packet, unfortunately. Maybe a bit less. Let me have a think about it. Maybe reach out to me on Instagram. So, my idea is I want to... Hey, Chance, we're just talking about the trading cards. Chance bought a pack of the first one, and then Chance is in Series 2. Let me get the Chance Shaw card. Chance is in Series 2. And congratulations, you got married and you get to have a baby. So good, Chance. Very happy for you. And you've just come in time for the giveaway. So here is my idea. And I'll put the rules and everything. Hear me out first, and then I'll put a visual up of how I think it was going. So I've picked a date. So Monday night, the 10th of December. Monday night, the 10th of December. Monday night, the 10th of January. So under a month away. Under a month away. I want to do a random draw to give away $100 cash and maybe a second or third prize. So it'll be Monday the 10th. So, how you can enter and win. So I'm about to put a code word up, and if you put the code word in the chat now, or you watch it a little later on, and write the code word in the comments, you get one free entry. I did mean the 10th of Feb. You get one free entry per person. That's it. Now, if you want to get more entries into it and you are a banger membership, you get 2 entries into it. So everyone that's on my banger membership, you get 2 entries. Everyone that contributes $5 or more on Patreon gets 2 entries. If you are a Dead Set Legend member, which is the next tier up, you get 5 entries into the draw. And then a Ultimate Dead Set Legend member will get you 12 entries. And the first 10 people to sign up to Dead Set Legend, and I lose money doing this, but I will send you a set of Series 2 trading cards. We'll work out, or just message me on Instagram and say, hey, I just signed up. I'm so-and-so. Give me your address, and then I will post them up. So there is the way it's going to do it. So what will happen is I'll put the code word up in a minute. Everyone comment the code word, and I'll write them all down. Everyone that's a member now and all pays $5 or more entry have got 2 entries already into the draw. You don't need to do anything else. Everyone that's automatically a Dead Set Legend member automatically get 5 entries. Anyone that's an Ultimate Dead Set Legend, I don't have any yet, but if you sign up to that, then you can get 12 entries into the draw every month. So every time your membership rolls on, so let me just put the code word there. There's your code word. So maybe I'll start screen recording so for people that want to get in there. But there are ways you can enter. So when that happens, so 10th of February, another Monday night show. We'll do a random. I'll try and find an awesome randomizer. There we go. So the first person to enter, Thomas, is in there. So that's good. So everyone's getting in there, and you get yourself a free entry. So you can literally win $100 cash. I'll probably PayPal it to you. I hope I'm meeting the terms and conditions right for YouTube. Anyone that's already a member gets 2 entries. And then, of course, so just say this explodes and I get, 100 members in each tier. That means I get more I'm not just going to leave it at the one thing. I'll be able to give away more. That's what this idea is. The more that I generate, the more that I'm going to give away. And then, of course, if we get heaps and heaps and heaps, I'll chuck the code word in during my Alex Kadetcha. I'll make a video about it. But, so yeah, a lot of people are chucking in the old code word, including Chan Shaw, Johnny Cooper, Billy Boys, Ridger Risers. It's brilliant. Hey, this guy had a pretty good 2024. Whooping everybody. What was your official Supermatch record? You had a killer 2024 Jog Terrier, and I couldn't be happier for you. Spent some time with you. Good dude. Really good dude. So, yes, a lot of people have entered the chat. If you've got any questions, and why I chose Zeus, that's my dog's name. And, of course, if you want more entries, that's how you can get more entries. So, if you think one entry's enough, good luck to you. But if you're on 2, 5, or 12, that's the way. That is the way to do it. Any news on Alexei Voyevoda? He was on the show late last year, but I haven't spoken to him since. So yeah, I'll make a members video for people to upgrade their membership or whatever like that. But that is how I think it'll go. 15. So let me just get rid of the conditions of entry. 15 matches in a row. Oh. "15 matches in a row. That's unbelievable. John Terrian's in here. I hate that dude. Holy shit, John. Does that include tournament pulling or all super matches? But guys, get about it if you can. Tell all your friends. Obviously, we need a lot of people to enter in many ways than one so we can keep going to it. So if you can, spread the word about the channel as much as you can. That would be great. Just trying to reinvent the channel. Try and help it out a little bit more. But yeah, we will wait and see. I'll leave that up there for a little bit longer. I'll try and you can give it away if you want. Yeah, you can do whatever you want with it. You can do whatever you want. I might give you a choice between the $100 cash Australian or a packet of cards with a guaranteed foil in it, or your choice of foil. I'm not too sure. But yeah, so the Monday night, so it'll be during my East versus West predictions. And if anyone knows a good program that does randomizers, so it just looks cool when we do it. But we'll have to wait and see. What do we think, guys? We thinking? We thinking good? We thinking great? I don't know. Talk to me. But no, it's been it's been a busy time for the channel. It's been some interesting times for the channel. And hopefully in 2025 there'll be some big news on the what's it called? There'll be some big news on the footy front. But no, we did get a new member earlier in the show. Thank you to that guy. Legend. Oh, where'd me pop out chat go? Just so I can keep up with the chat. There we go. Alrighty. Fun. I like it. So let's get rid of that. I think now it could be time for everyone's favourite time of the week. Hey? That was something new. Something new, but it's time for everyone's favourite game, the Caption game. We've got one Caption game for you. We'll talk a bit more arm wrestling and then finish off with my hot take. We'll just get to the chat at the moment. Have you ever met the Aussie guy who reacts to the Mexican weather girl? No, never heard of him. Never heard of him. So are you moving away from arm wrestling or embracing both? We just have to wait and see. We just have to wait and see. It is taking up a lot of my time, and at the moment, with the way arm wrestling's been the last 3 or 4 months, it hasn't been fun. It hasn't been fun. So we'll just have to wait and see. To be honest, I cannot guarantee you that I'll stay in arm wrestling, but I will do my best. I know that'll make a lot of people happy and a lot of people breathe easier if and when I leave the sport. Do I want to? No. Oh, yeah, he's brilliant. Aussie Man Reviews. Yeah, I thought you were talking about someone else. I think we got to go to desktop format on a phone to become a member. Okay. I'm not. Yeah, that's fair enough. I thought you could do it. Yeah, you are probably spot on. You have probably been spot on. Right, let's play a bit of Caption game. Thomas is up and about. Where's my Caption picture? Here it is. This was Devon. This was Devon refereeing a Milo super match at the Ottawa High Hookers. There you go. Oh, I can stop bloody... Just do a couple of things while we get the Caption game. Probably should do that. Okay, that was probably easier. And then I'll just so my phone doesn't stuff up. That one. Okay, get rid of that. Okay, brilliant. Yeah, Tom, if you want to explain to everyone how they can do that, that is good. Oh, it does look a bit like that, doesn't it, Johnny? There's a lot of poo and fart jokes. Yeah, that's a bit of a... Oh! Come on there. How? Oh, been holding it for 2 weeks. Oh, yuck. Yuck. When the Taco Bell kicks in. Oh, that didn't look great, did it? It's, I remember when he sent me the photo, and I was like, jeez, that's not good. That's not good. That wasn't a protein fart. Oh no, that wasn't a fart. Now that would be that would be hard. That would be hard, that's for sure. He's just like, I can't, need to, got to, trash talk, must, trash talk, please. Arm break? Oh, on this Canadian medical system? Yeah. It's almost like, Roy, it seems like they would just wheel them to the border and say, there you go. Try over there. It's like, oh, don't know an arm break. Drunk Eddie's just enjoying himself in the chat. Chokes on wax. Oh, I'm going to pronate? What? Oh, boy. Let it break was not a good idea in real life. I don't actually know the rules. Yeah, he's like, oh, what am I supposed to do here? Oh no, a pin? Is that reminds me of the first alley-oop in semi-pro. Have you guys seen that? And he's like, foul, double foul, travel. And it's like, Father Tom, it's 2 points. It's 2 points, Father Tom. All right, I'll allow it. 2 points. Yeah, he's like, what? That's a good one, Mr. Peanut. Oh, my God, Pork Chop took his pants off. Oh, I've shared a room with Pork Chop. He's all right. Shared a flat with him. I don't want to call that foul on Milo. Yeah, he's looking directly at Milo and he's like, not sure. Man, Dennis did not age well. Oh, these are great. These are great. Love myself a bit of Caption game. I will leave that up for a little bit. And then if you've got any other questions about arm wrestling that I can hopefully answer for all of you, let me know in the chat. Let's bang on about it. Talk as much as we can. Also, Alex Kadetcha later on in the week. I'll make a video hopefully explaining how people can win him. Matt Masks, the father. You know what that reminds me of, Legend? I actually watched the Jerry Springer documentary. A bit of nostalgia, because that was huge when I was like a teenager. It was brilliant. Ooh, that bone resting, real nice. How dare you speak to me like I did to Bart? He's on the other end of it, yeah. These are brilliant. But yeah, I'll do a recap. If you're just joining now, I will do a recap how you can win, and maybe it's something you can join and do after the show when you find a desktop or something like that. Or you can just do the equivalent on PayPal. We can get this show running. But yeah, they are great. I love it. I love it. I love it. So let me just go back and we'll thank you for having a bit of fun with the Caption game. Because I try to keep the shows to an hour, not too much over an hour. My interviews I've been reducing lower. I've been making some shorter videos, even though not too many people watch them. Just trying to get the love back. I did a big clean out of the studio, got some nice arm wrestling presents, a new microphone, some Aussie Arm Wrestler stickers on the wall, Ready Bang, Aussie Arm Wrestler Dead Set Legends, just trying to get it all going. So let me just go back to just quickly how you can win. Everyone's in there. But yeah, if you're just joining, here's your chance to win some trading cards, $100 cash. Enter the code word. It is free. So everyone gets a chance because that's a YouTube requirement. But if you want some other entries, then if you join as a member, you get a couple of free entries. If you join as a Dead Set Legend member, you get 5 free entries. If you join as an Ultimate Dead Set Legend member, you get 12 entries, and the first 10 people to do it will get a free set of Series 2. Now, this is what Series 2 comes with. You get Marcio Barboza, Reno Massage, Chance Shaw, PSA 10, Chance Shaw, Marlon Kleinsmith, the 3rd place trophy, Giannis Amelins, Fia Asic. You get the double card of them both. Get a Knuckles Up card. Get the Wild Horse Matt Mask card. Who else do you get? Where was I up to? Wild Horse. You get the double, the Ultimate. That's the best card ever. You get the Lachlan Adair card. That's a sick looking card. You get the Toddzilla. The Kalashnikov card. So get in there. So if you are a member, you get automatic entry. More people are getting their free entry. That is fine. I'll just screenshot that. But yes, so if you want to set a Series 2, just become a Dead Set Legend member because you get Series 2 for free and 12 entries into it. So I'm losing money on all this to start with, but hopefully it all builds up. Now, before I finish with my hot take, have you guys got any questions about the Caption, not about the Caption game, any quick questions about arm wrestling? Arm wrestling. Oh, not that one. Before we get into the hot take, because I'm on here. So let me just take that off. Let me do my hot take, and then we'll have a bit of a chat. Arm wrestling's hot take. So, arm wrestling needs a change. Here is my hot take, and let me tell you why it needs a change. Because there are so many amazing super match promotions out there. There are so many, and it is great. And I commend anyone that tries to build their own super match promotion. It is hard. It is... Man, I can't imagine me just trying to organise super matches at my own club back in the day. So this isn't a knock. This is me trying to help you, but it's a hot take and you might not like what you get to hear. The events need to change. They're all the same. Just about, I'll say 99%. 99% of the super match arm wrestling promotions, the presentation is the same. Same camera angles, same setups, same sparkles when someone enters. I think 4 promotions off the top of my head use those sparkles and everything like that. For arm wrestling to become mainstream, we need a point of difference. We need a point of difference for anything. I'm seeing little bits and pieces of people trying different, and it's very hard. A few steps. I think you got to step away from the pay-per-view model. If you are a brand new company, give it away for free. Your first 2 events, give it away for free. You need to. Then have a point of difference. Why is your arm wrestling promotion better than the others? Like, if I win the $100 and I can only buy the next 2 East versus West, so I think you can buy the next 3. What is making yours a point of difference? Saying that you are supporting the sport is a bad tagline. Because we're supporting the sport as much as we can. We're joining a million live shows. We're watching a million YouTube videos. We're buying as many pay-per-views as you can. But if you're saying, oh, buy it to support the sport, no. You are saying buy it so I can keep doing it. I'd rather you be honest there. 2, be wary of YouTube channels and pullers saying how good your event is. Because what I'm seeing with arm wrestling promotions is the same thing. They run a really good event. Then some I don't want to call it lesser known, even that sounds horrible, maybe lesser known, lower tier YouTubers. They are saying your event is awesome. Oh, you got to check out this event. It is awesome. They are doing that so they get booked. 90% of it is them just getting booked. Okay, certain YouTubers are at the big events. I'm going to try and get my foot in the door. Oh, this event was amazing. It was so good. So then they're trying to get their foot in the door. And it's a very smart thing to do. But then what tends to happen is then an ego is being built. And of course, all these pullers that might not ever get booked on a card are messaging the promoter. Your promotion was amazing. Would love to be on the card one day. Would love it, would love it, would love it. And then these promoters, they start building an unnecessary ego. They build this ego and then suddenly they think, oh, well, I'm a lot better than what I actually am. And I'm seeing it time and time and time again. And then their promotion tends to plateau or even decline because then they start, booking some of them. And then, of course, they're able to afford 1 or 2 elites and the ego builds up. So that really needs to be... You really need to be careful in that aspect if you are starting or have a few super match events under your belt. Because you need to be... I would just implement a few people, giving you raw, honest feedback. And I'm happy to be that one person. Even when I'm at a king of the table, I'm like, this sucked, this worked. Every promotion I've been to, when they've asked me for my feedback, I've been raw, very, very honest. Another thing, of course, I'm seeing some of it in the comments, and I will get to your comments in a moment, is the time. It's too long. Every time. It really is too long. Now, for a lot of single people, that's great. They get their day, and if they only stick to, say, one promotion, and that's the only promotion they watch, and every month or every 5 weeks they're happy to have a barbecue and a training session or whatever, then of course it's perfect for them. But with the amount of action to the amount of nothing that goes on, it's not really worth it. I love arm wrestling as much as the next person. I love arm wrestling as much as you all in the chat, and this is honestly coming from a good place. But I'm seeing it all the time. You wake up in the morning and all of these people, and in the most respectful way, let's call them D-grade pullers. And they're like, I love your promotion, I love your promotion. And then an ego's built, and then they think, well, I can do better. I don't need to listen to anyone. Or they go in a different direction. I don't want to name all the promotions that I've seen do it because I love them and hopefully continue or go and work for them again in the future, or a new promotion that I'd like to try and work with. I love going to as many promotions as I can. But arm wrestling needs to change. It doesn't even need to change quick. But if you're a super match promotion out there and you want to continue or you want your thing to build, ring me up and I will explain it in detail of the exact same thing I've seen at least 3 promotions do. Another thing, if you are a promoter, and honestly, this comes from a place of kindness. This comes from a place of love. If you are a promoter, in your first event, you get out and you go to as many YouTube shows, get yourself on there as much as possible. Start your own channel. And start saying, hey, I've got this super match series. It's going to be awesome. And tell me exactly why. 2, when it comes to your second event, you as the promoter need to swallow your ego and start asking channels if their talent can come on. So who have I got? John Terrian and Roy Baker in the chat. If they're my main event and I'm the promoter, do not go, hey, can you get me and my, can you get me on your show so I can talk about my event? No. As a promoter, you should go, hey, I've got this event next weekend. John Terrian versus Roy Baker is my main event. Can you ask if those guys can get on? Because when people are buying the pay-per-view, they're buying it for the matches. You really need to swallow your ego just a little bit. They're not buying it because of you. They're liking your promotion. They really are. They're liking your promotion. Now, if you have your own channel, go nuts. Bring all your athletes on. Do a show every day and promote your event. Build your fan base. But after your first event, make sure it's about the athletes. Anyway, I could go on and I could go on, but that's my hot take. Let's get to your comments. Legend and Elder, what do you think has caused the decline of the brand, Jake? A couple of years ago, you were blowing up. There's a number of things. A lot of my supporters, they'll watch some and then they get off and they get girlfriends, they get wives, and off they go, and then they get a new lot of fans in and they go from there. 2, they might have just had enough for me. I was going live so much. 3, there could be too much of me. I had 16 trips in the last 2 years, so I was at every event. Another one is, if I go back in time, and if you think of YouTubers that aren't athletes or high-level athletes, I was almost like a pioneer to make it to the big stage. So now a lot of people that were supporting me go off and they're doing their own YouTube thing, which I support, which a lot of people message me. I do video calls with them. Hey, let's see if we can build your YouTube channel. There's a number of reasons. Of course, when some higher end people are constantly telling people not to watch my show or you can't be a part, there's a number of promotions that have done this. If I see you supporting Aussie ArmWrestler, you can't be a part of our show. Or don't, leading up to it, don't go with him. Because I'm still getting a lot of the big names, but there's been a lot of promotions trying to. So the growth of the sport, a lot of people only prefer when I have a guest on the show. So Alex Cadecha, Friday night. There's a lot of reasons. There'd be a lot of reasons, but that's okay. At times, I do like the challenge of trying to reinvent myself. And you got to remember as well, Legend, there were a couple of years ago, there were like 10 arm wrestling channels. So you could come. And it's like now, there are only a few arm wrestling tournaments. Now there's 100 arm wrestling tournaments. So you got to pick and choose where you got to spend your hour and a half per week. But because I was going live all the time, you could come and go as you please. So yeah, a number of reasons, and that happens with the growth of the sport. When I was going to events as well, a lot of my time was being taken up with other obligations. So like when I would go to a first King of the Table, I could make heaps of content, and that was great. Now when you get there, you got to push and shove to try and make any content, and a lot of the athletes' time is booked up elsewhere to build their channels and their main guys' channels and things like that. So that's just the way it is. How do you feel about the new Mac tables? So John, this is something Ian didn't ask me for my feedback, but I'll give it to you, John. Mac, although their event looked the same as everyone else, their point of difference is the table, which I love. But I listened to I watched a few matches on YouTube, including your match with Brandon Alcessa. And there was no mention of the table whatsoever from my memory. If your point of difference is the table, The commentators need to be reminding people, oh my God, with the depths and how good's this. Look at this. We've just had a 3-2 banger and it's done in 15 minutes. And that's because of this awesome, awesome table. Now, I haven't watched the pay-per-view in full. Maybe there should be a little 10-minute awesome, 2-minute awesome video of how the table is good. But that's Mac's point of difference. So they really need to emphasize on it in their next event. Roy's big on the time. The events need to last 3 hours. 2.5 would be better. 6 and 7 hour events would not attract new fans. It'll be hard. Love him or hate him, Jake is real. Yes, it is. And I've told promoters, high and low, where to go. You've all heard some of the stories, and that's fine. Like, if I have to step away from arm wrestling because the channel's not doing well and things like that, then that's okay. I have gone and shown people that, helped pioneer that just YouTubers that aren't really great at arm wrestling can still make the top level. Now, a lot of people mention Ryan Bowen. He's a pioneer of making money off YouTube, but he's still a high-level end arm wrestler. But, yeah. I get what you're saying. Can't blame a promoter for trying. Unfortunately, they want to become the best. In my opinion, what differs is the level of athlete, for example. Yes, this is where we're on the same team, John. But say with your match with Brandon, if I were Ian, now I don't know if he's done this or not. I've spoke to Ian. Ian and I speak about many other things because Ian's got a passion and drive. But if I were Ian or JJ or Matthias, I would be messaging people and saying, hey, John and Brandon, or what was it? It was Wayne and Rick, is our main event. It's a championship title, our first championship title. Can you get those two on the show? That would be great. That's what I would have done, if that makes sense. Okay, people are talking about. So then, where was this one? An average Joe event can only afford 1 to 2 high-level guys. Yes. So instead of... Correct, John. But instead of doing the same as every other event, have a point of difference. Like Mac, they're trying to implement a new table which gives us quicker events. The problem that... It's not a problem at the moment because if they nail it, it'll be brilliant. But they're having like 40 matches, 30 matches, 30, 40 matches. But if they had... They could almost have a weekly television series, a weekly event with their new Mac table. That's the point of difference. And you have a round robin. Honestly, John, this is what Mac should do. The focus is on the table. You get 8 guys, film a round robin then. Release the match every day, every week. Release a match every week. And then it's like, and John Terrian goes to the top of the table. He's at 2-0 and he takes on Roy Baker next week. Tune in to see, kind of like what Ironhouse does. Yeah, rule sets, point of difference. Point of difference, that's right. So then, James, the hardest thing to do is to book even matches. They did have a lot of 3-0s. Yeah. What's going on with my chat? Yeah, I can't do clickbait videos. And another thing as well, and it's not just in arm wrestling, it's in everything. We don't like to help, unless we are really invested in someone, we don't really like to make them famous. That's why you see a lot of faceless channels do better. A lot of faceless channels do a lot better because it's like, well, I don't really know the person, so I'll watch it to help them get famous. Some of them are good, but the clickbait ones I just can't take. Those were some great hot takes. I'll try and do one at the end of this show. Yep, they did explain to it. Awesome. But then, hopefully, because I love Ian, I love AJ, I love Matthias, I would just give a note to the commentators. Because like, it's good that they did it at the start of the pay-per-view. I would almost have, I don't know. Like, this is all hearsay. I'm not saying I've got the magic formula. I really don't. I just want to help. I just want to help make it bigger and make it better. Because I would love it if, like Jason Merlot's in the chat right now. I'll get your question. But I would love it if Jason become a full-time puller. This is all of my suggestions and everything. All of them might not be the right answer. But if you go back to a lot of my earlier shows with Uncle John, we said a lot of things, and a lot of arm wrestling promotions took to what we said, including Engen, and it's built and built and built. So we get some things right. And Jason Merlot says, Aussie! I'm not sure why you're yelling at me, Jason. I thought we were friends. How much more do you think you can be different, though? I guess people thinking outside the box will prove this, but don't you think there's possibly only so much they can do? I think well, that's the thing. We don't know unless we try. Now, try a lot behind the scenes and tease it out there. You know, not everyone can be like Ian and invest so much into Mac. He's doing brilliant. But there are ways. There has to be. Otherwise, you know, whether it be Jason, focus on the characterization of the fine wine. Let's do a lot of boom promo. Hey, I'm Jason the Fine Wine Merlot, and you know, I'm gonna whoop Bogdan Stoiker, and you know, maybe focus more on characterization. So then they're invested in Jason Merlot, and then they'll watch you wherever they go. I don't know. I love arm wrestling. I love most of the people, and I would love it if a lot of people got full-time work out of it. It would be so cool, Jason, if you're like, I just quit my job because I've got 10 super matches this year and that pays all of my bills. So I'm just going to train and win them all. That would be cool. Yeah, Uncle John knows how to nail it. Uncle John is brilliant at cutting promos. Brilliant. We worked so well together. Uncle John's one of the best in the sport to do it. Jeff Hale was fantastic. Now, I know it's not for everyone, but that is how it heightens both characters. There was one character, Nisa Kamadan, female Turkish puller. She didn't say a word, but that character was good. She was a stone cold killer. The athletes on pre-show pay-per-views sell pay-per-views. I believe so as well. For example, and this isn't just me ragging on East versus West. They've done so many good things, but their press conferences aren't great. One thing that I would change, if Engen's the man, then Engen's the man. Have him front and center, and maybe have a Neil pick up in his ear. Right, hear me out. When I buy a pay-per-view, it's because of the main event. Of course, a lot of the other matches on the card just sweeten the deal, but it's the main event. So when I watch a press conference, and there's Engen, and Neil, and Krill, and Levan, and Dennis, and Morozov, and Travis Bajan, none of them are pulling. None of them are pulling. Now, do interviews with them for the YouTube channel, or say, oh, we spoke to Dennis Cyplenkov earlier and we got his thought on the Roy Baker-John Terrian match. Boom, and you put it on the screen. But when you first turn on a pay-per-view, it should be Engen, and what's the main event? Devon and Gennady. And it should be Devon and Gennady right there. Not on the end of the table. Now, I don't know if it's not wanting to disrespect athletes, and I totally get it. But what you should do is you just pick your 3-4 main matches. And hopefully that motivates the other athletes. One, a lot of the athletes hate doing the press conference because they're so long and they're bored. So then to motivate that you're not on the press conference and you get a good half hour, 45 minutes, bang. That's how I try and run my press conferences, in and out, because you know people who aren't going to jaw jack. So you go whip through them. So, yeah, that's what I'm big on. Yes, he's pulling in the United States in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks. Yeah, Jar. Yeah, that's what I mean. And I've had promoters crack it at me because I'm like, hey, if you want me to run the press conference, cool, but I don't want your special guests with me. One of them, who's a very, very well-known YouTuber, said, you're 100% right, Jake. But at the end of the day, it is up to the promoter. I can only help, you know what I mean? And I like to give my opinion because I went from my kitchen bench to the top tier. Now, will I go back to the top level? I'm not sure. Will I ever get booked again? Who knows? Who knows? But this new weird attitude of mine, yeah, who knows? But yeah, one guy was really good. I think his name is Alex. I've got him on Instagram, and he was whispering as they were talking. So it saved a lot of time. But yes, that also is hard. That also is hard. Right. We've been going for an hour and a half. So let me get back on the way you can win some money. Here's the entry. Here's the code word. And then any final questions. Otherwise, we will wrap up. We will wrap up this awesome, awesome show. I've had a lot of fun. I hope you all join and get extra entries. The first 10 will go. The first 10 to sign up to the Ultimate Dead Set Legend will get themselves a set of Series 2. And I'll check it all over the next few hours. But any final questions, guys, before we wrap up? And have a lot of fun. Although this new format takes a lot of work. It won't be the same for guests. I'll go back to StreamYard. But ArmHistorian spent some time with me. And I've got the basics underneath. And then hopefully can pick it up from there. Are you booked for any arm wrestling events in 2025? Yes. I had 10. And it is now down to 2. But hopefully more. So at the moment, I've got AWE in March and Arizona State Championships in June. Prior footy doesn't blow up this year. My wife got me an Australian Rules footy, and it's got my initials on it as well. Here's Australian Rules footy. I love it. I love it. So, yeah. But, yeah, I got 2 at the moment. I had hopefully more. I did have quite a lot, but things change, and that's okay. And that is okay. But, yes, your chance to win. But we'll wait and see. Let me just double check something as well. Okay. Oh, mate, I'll bounce back. Don't worry. Hopefully, in the next year or 2, I will either be on national radio or national TV here in Australia with hundreds of thousands of people tuning in every week. There's a new goal outside of arm wrestling. And if I achieve that, wow. yeah, it'll be incredible. That's the goal. I've got the only person I need to support me in that, and that is my wife. And we're doing everything we can to make it happen. Hey, Ryan, just in time for the show to wrap up. But here is a chance for you to win $100 cash Australian on, did we say the 10th of Feb? No, the 11th of Feb. The 10th of Feb. Yeah, Monday the 10th of Feb. Here's how you can win, Ryan. Thanks, Jason. It's a shame that I won't be seeing you and your mum in a couple of weeks. I was getting used to our regular catch-ups and laughs and that. When we're all at the brekkie table and lunch table. I've got the voice. Thank you. Thank you very much, Murphy. Hell yeah, if arm wrestling doesn't start embracing you again soon, let footy support you full time. That's the goal. That's the goal. No, you the man, Jar. You the man. I'm always positive, mate. I am always positive. Not HIV positive, but I'm always positive. I'm always having fun. Yeah, I'm having fun making videos on my other Instagram. So local footy commentator. Just enjoying making some videos there. Even behind the camera. Oh, look at that guy. Look at that guy. So yeah. Yeah, that was funny. So the last time Jason and I caught up, when was that? September. My footy team were playing in a final, and I was watching it, and I couldn't. And the Wi-Fi. No, I had Tim telling me to sleep in my room that night, so I didn't want to wake him up. So I went down to the foyer, and the game was going on because it was like 6 a.m. or something, and everyone was coming down for breakfast. And everyone knows when I'm at an event, I don't like anyone sitting alone. Everyone come sit with me. And so everyone started coming over, and they're trying to talk to me. I'm like, fucking, oh God, I've just got to watch this. I've just got to watch this. And yeah, it was hilarious. It was hilarious because like people there talking, and then you just hear me go, fucking hell. Oh, and then my team ended up losing by like 3 points. It was a really good game, but that was funny. Right, I'm going to wrap up the show the best I can. You guys are the best. Thank you for a fun time. Go back. I'll check it out. I'll hopefully timestamp it a little later on today. I'm going to go spend time with my family. You guys are the best. That's how you can enter. That's how you can win stuff. Get amongst it. I'll give a reminder every week on the show. Thank you all so much. I'll see you